William Sasha Riley recorded some conversations on July 18th of 2025, documented alleged childhood abuse, trafficking, encounters with prominent individuals at parties, farms. He's a Canadian citizen, currently based in Victoria, British Columbia. He's enlisted twice, served over 21 years. He was trafficked and abused as a child from roughly late 70s to mid 80s. He remembers ages 9 to 13, possibly as early as 6 to 7. Organized parties, talks about these parties, right? These parties that were held on multiple farms with tents and paid attendees, right? And he talks about the victims that were there with him, the other children that were forced to fight, be assaulted, raped, tortured, and sometimes even unalived. Victim trafficking and transport arranged by adoptive father, who was a pilot, who transported both guests and victims associated with Epstein-linked parties and high net worth attendees. He remembers another runaway, black runaway, named Samantha, trafficked, sexually tortured, later tortured to death by adoptive parents. William participated in a filmed scene with her earlier. Also Patricia, same age, trafficked girl, unalived in bed during a filmed assault right before felon 47 entered the room. She did die. Sarah, also, she assisted suicide. So Samantha shot Sarah at Sarah's request. There's a story, if you have the fortitude to listen to the tapes, it is traumatizing. And if you have trauma in your background, I'm not sure you should listen to it. This guy has so many details. His timeline all fits. He witnessed multiple unalivings and at least one grown man beaten to death. He was forced to clean up blood and other aftermath in some instances. They drugged them, forced participation in violent acts, filmed abuses, and used as blackmail leverage. Perpetrators recorded victims abusing others to secure compliance. They also used threats of killing to enforce obedience. Encounters with specific individuals. So he mentions Trump. He mentions Jim Jordan. He mentions Andy Biggs, Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas stuck out, the black attendee at primarily white gatherings, which are probably a lot of the gatherings that Clarence Thomas goes to, right? Billionaire Harlan Crow, collects Nazi memorabilia. That's the kind of guy you like to hang out with, Clarence? Yeah, he pays you well to shuck and jive, doesn't he? Yeah, so he was there. He remembers. Jim Jordan was also there. He remembers an incident when he was 12. He was assaulted at a farm party where Jordan tackled him in front of 20 to 50 people. And he is highly confident of Jordan's identity and would definitely take a polygraph to confirm. Andy Biggs also, he assaulted William severely. That was after the felon 47 incident. He beat him until he was convulsing, broke ribs, and nearly killed him. Clarence Thomas and Lindsey Graham both were present at parties. He can place them at events, but cannot definitively swear that they assaulted him. I remember his names. Putin was mentioned a lot during the 80s. Bill Clinton, that kind of stuff. He remembers when Clarence Thomas he was confirmed to the Supreme Court because William's father was over the moon over it. They all were. And this is interesting. There was a military incident when he was around 2008, 2009. While he was in the military, he was pulled into an office after another soldier. Staff Sergeant Hebel was caught with child porn. So commanders said some material resembled William, Sasha. They did not show him films, but inferred images likely depicted him as a minor, age 11 to 13. The guy that was caught with the stuff, he was removed from the military, possibly jailed. The military handled the prosecution at that level. Medical, physical. So he's got all these physical injuries that he can point to. Also, another thing that happened was Trump. So he tried to kill, Sasha tried to kill Trump. He says that one vivid incident around 1981 to 1983 in Enterprise, Alabama, he remembers. It was in Enterprise, Alabama. During a room assault, multiple men entered, unalived Patricia, threatened William, and then guess who enters on a golden escalator? Yeah, him. Sasha claims to have stabbed him and impaled him with a wooden tent stake wrapped with a condom during a forced assault, causing severe injury requiring medevac. William Sasha states that Trump was airlifted out in 1981 to 1983. And we find those records? They were unaliving people on film. You know what that is, right? Is that a snuff? Is that a snuff? Are we mad as snuff? Fuck. There's lots of witnesses, he says, and he also reports that much of the filmed material was already seized by the FBI in the past. He believes many videos that exist and could be matched via facial recognition software and child databases. He's willing to testify and prefers to limit current testimony to details that he can swear to in court, but he's open to future sessions to explore the less certain memories. This is why Venezuela. This is why fucking Greenland. This is why bombing Iran again. This is why threatening Canada. This is why threatening Colombia and Mexico. It's because of this. It's because of William Sasha Riley. That's why. These people are running our country. They all are. Can you imagine Pam Bondi and fucking dimwit fucking Kash Patel, FBI getting into those files? Dan Bongino said he will never be the fucking same. Never be the same after seeing what he's seen. If this is true, they've seen it. Dan Bongino, Kash Patel, all of them have seen this. Of course, they're fucking cooperating now. Now they see all of this. He portrayed Epstein. He said Jeffrey Epstein was present, but he portrayed as a manager, like a manager organizer, subordinate to a circle of richer, more powerful men. And Epstein was just the one that wheeled and dealed and hosted the events and managed all the people and invited everybody for an extravaganza. Epstein was the manager. All of these people, they're all in it. Thomas, Biggs, Jordan. Oh my God, they're all fucking in it. No wonder they're not releasing this shit. Do you think we'll ever see it? Ever? They're all in it. This is why everything. This is why all of it. This is why he was pulling us out of all of this fucking alliances and all this shit trying to distract us. Don't talk about Sasha Riley. Don't talk about William Sasha Riley. I think we need to talk a lot about William Sasha Riley. Thank you for watching my video.